Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Time the Tasmanian Tiger. Last time we were here, we had to do some voiceover work and professionally make sure everything worked well enough, as well as go through a night level with some interesting characters. This time, we're going to start things off by going over here and giving light to a new rang. You can see that we're one away from getting another one of these rangs, but we have just enough.
Oh, thank you, Ty. Just what I needed. Some more golden cogs. Yes, an infrarang. This has an infrared attachment. When you enter scope mode by holding the Ty's View button, you'll be able to see things that you couldn't see before. You little ripper!
Here we have the Infrarang, the long-awaited peripheral that I have mentioned so many times ago that is supposed to help us in our treks to find all of the hidden boxes. Now, as you can hear, it isn't just to spot them, all the hidden items that we have available to us. It's also an echolocator for finding them. The closer we get to an item that's hidden, the more frequent and higher pitch it should be. That being said, we can finally see what these look like. And notice that, well, they're interesting looking. And also very invisible. But, as Julius mentioned, all that's required of us is to just take a look through the first-person perspective. We'll be able to see all the things hidden to us. Ow. We can see that we definitely missed a lot here. And as mentioned previously, I don't actually intend on getting everything. I at least intend on getting enough to enjoy the game and or just all the stuff I actually want to get, such as all the rangs, all the collectibles from every level. I know the pictures count as collectibles, but at the same time, I don't know what to say. I just don't feel like going through everything just to get all of them. At least on screen. Off screen, maybe. We can go through everywhere we've been so far and notice that they at least have something to hide. Some more so than others. We can also see that, as well as them being pretty clever with where they hide some of their stuff, being not very clever, they've also been equally as clever, hiding some boxes away from us. Either out of sight or just out of mind. High enough to where we couldn't possibly see it. Inferring aside, we have at least one more Thunderbird egg to collect. Not only to get a new elemental boomerang, but also, if we come over here to the set of levels again, we also have one more away from getting the next talisman. And all that's left for us to do is the Outback Safari.
This is it, the wide open outback. What a glorious glorious view. Lots of sand, red earth and rock, and some more sand, and another rock, and more yes, it's glorious, all right. You're gonna sit on that? Are you feeling all right, mate?
Ah, he's a big pussycat when you get to know him. Right, Ty?
Yeah, right as rain. I'll use this, me lasso ring.
So, we can see things are vastly different. Also, Ty's gloves haven't rendered in properly. We can see things are definitely not as we should be. But this level is honestly just vastly different. So we're actually riding one of the boss that we faced prior. I believe his name was Bull the Razorback. And now, plain and simple, he's our companion. Everything should be normal else, besides the fact that we're just riding on top of it. Well, I say that, but in all honesty, there's plenty interesting about this level in particular. Such as, exclamation points of people are obviously...
Ah, Ty, am I glad to see you. Can you help me out of a fix? The emus from my health farm have gotten loose. Probably heading for Greasy Gus's hamburger shop again.
Struth.
Last time they ate at Gus's, I was sick for a week, poor things. I've tried to catch them before, but my old truck, it's just not fast enough.
No worries. I'll reel them in with this, me lasso ring.
I owe you one, Possum.
Oh crap, we're in a time section. So, our objective for Sheila is to... Oh, good. How do I... Oh, that's why. Alright. Our objective for Sheila is to hook a bunch of emus who were basically on diets and help them from making a mistake, such as eating at a fast food joint. All we gotta do is just come up with our lasso ring, which is just the attack button. Hold it down and reel them in, like it's fishing. Although, as you see, we have a timer, so we can't be too carefree with our exploring a bit, at least at this moment. We got 2 more to go. I see one over there at least, so not that bad so far. Nope, that's Ranger Ken. There he is, by the cactus. I think.
You did great, Possum. Now I won't have to clean up that mess like last time. Please accept this for all your trouble.
All right.
Alright, yeah, just like I said, alright. Oh, that was the main objective. Alright, that's interesting. So, exploring in this level is going to be a lot different than usual. There's no platforming, at least in the traditional sense. And, I'm going to say there's not necessarily enemies like you think. No, obviously there's collectibles. They're not about to just leave it in a level without collectibles. So we see we have opals still here in the boxes, but they only give 1. So we're just kind of stuck. We have obstacles here though. I can't say we have enemies at the very at the moment, but we do have obstacles, such as tornadoes just roaming about. Honestly, we could probably just follow these boxes to our objectives. We already passed one up with Ranger Ken, but we can also get our first golden cog in one of these metal shacks on the way. Now, this level I remember having a lot more issue with when it comes to losing my spot and or missing some things. It is very easy to lose track of things. I already have a second one of the golden cogs. You can see we definitely still have a health bar. It shouldn't be that easy to lose though, so we're generally in safe hands as long as we avoid ankles. Let's go over here and talk to Ranger Ken.
It's a real scorcher today, and a few spot fires have broken out. Straight! Every time I try to put out a fire, one of those thrills gets in the way. Can you lend me a hand, mate? Good on you, mate. There's enough water in those towers to douse the flames.
Looks like we're on fire patrol duty. All we gotta do okay, I'm pretty sure there's supposed to be an animation for that. All we gotta do is hook up, get a hook on the water towers that the frills are on. We can get a good shot. Pull them through and put out the fires. You can see a general idea where all the fires are at. And some of them not loading in. Oh, alright. I just guess that one's not on fire yet. That's good. There we go, yeah. So it goes in a sequence.
That was a ripper of an effort, mate. You handle those thrills and save the town without breaking a sweat. You deserve a medal. In fact, you deserve better than that. Bonza!
And we're awarded our first Thunder Egg. Wait, really? It might be our second. Our second Thunder Egg. But, may as well take a look at this while we're here. We have 300 opals to collect, 8 more golden cogs, and 5 bilbies here. Yes, surprisingly there are still bilbies in this area. But at least we dealt with 2 main objectives so far. If I'm to be honest, I think the hardest objective here is going to be the opals. Now, don't get me wrong. I know that's usually can be one of the hardest objectives. But I'm speaking specifically for this level because it's very easy with this interesting vantage point to lose sight of where there's boxes that have opals in it. Not to mention, in a coming up area of this level, there also will be a jump or two, so it's very easy to lose track of things there too. We also need to have a bit of momentum when it comes to gathering some collectibles. They're giving us plenty of lives. Oh, don't think about that. Alright. I don't feel particularly good about the fact that we're just destroying this town on accident. But at least we're going through. And here we are. It's about time. Our first buildy friend. Unfortunately, as we've seen, they're still the regular size and don't have much defining. What am I trying to think of? They're not as obvious as they are in other places. So we're definitely gonna have to keep an open ear as well as a good set of open eyes to really try and find them all. A lot of this level is just gonna be and looking for that last couple of things. There's Mama Bilby in one of the metal shacks. It definitely seems like just look for a metal shack and break it, because this level is chock full of them. I'm definitely gonna have to double back a couple times just to make sure I didn't forget anything. See, like that, best example right here. I swore I had passed through and gotten everything so far, and there, in its lonesome, was just a single crate. I said it once, I'll say it again. This is definitely a level where you probably will miss something, just because you're moving fast. You're just a powerhouse of destruction right now, and it is very easy to miss anything. The only good thing I would say about this is that we're going pretty fast, all things considered. You've already got 3 Bilby friends, and already completed 2 objectives. So it's definitely going by faster than expected. Of course, the one time there's nothing behind the waterfall, it's big enough for us to actually see it. Speaking of being big enough to actually see it, here's just a lone Thunderbird egg underneath the waterfall. I imagine there's supposed to be a path to get there or something. Or it's just there. Also by the waterfall. We are just on a spree of collection today, huh? Oh my god. You know what? I'm happy because we're definitely getting a lot of the things out of the way now. Not even counting the fact of the race that we have to do. And yes, there is a race. Well, there's always a race, but like, sometimes the difference between a time attack, follow the rings. I'm pretty sure this one's a race. Oh. And again.
This used to be the best little watering hole, mate. It had crystal clear drinking water and was a great place for a bit of a paddle.
Right, so what happened to it?
That Galar boss Cass decided this would make a nice little toxic waste dump. I don't know how, Ty, but we have to stop those pumps. You're a top bloke, Ty. Just keep an eye out for those rotten frill lizards. Hey, mate, maybe you should aim at those pipes.
Here is a not part of the level where we can just have another tower defense part. Our objective here is to destroy all of these toxic waste, destroy all these toxic waste bins without the frills repairing it. Generally an easy feat, but of course they're gonna try their dangest to make sure things stay fixed. So in other words, your objective is just to make sure that
On you, mate, you did it. Look at those beautiful animals. It's moments like these that make me proud to be a ranger. Oh, I want you to have this. Oh, sorry, mate. I've got something in my eye.
Hey, sweet.
and we didn't have to destroy all of them, we just need to destroy enough of them. Because I don't remember hitting any of the top two on top. Top two on top. I didn't remember hitting any of the ones on the upper left. But alright. Cool. We got Thunderbird Egg. And we're already basically halfway done with the level. All we're missing is half the golden cards, one more building friend, and plenty of opals. As well as we're missing a race that we know where it's at. So, rest assured, we're pretty cool right now. Huh. Well, let's go over here with these loads of box trails we haven't even touched yet. I say this way because we just... Oh, hold on. Oh, gave me health at least. I say this way because, we just came recently from the part that this is connecting to, and it'd just be easier if we went this way. So we don't have to worry about doubling back. Number 6. One more to go. It's probably giving me this much time to do all this because we do have a boss fight afterwards. There is the quote-unquote jump. It can be missed very easily, in fact. Mind you, you don't actually jump, you just kind of run off. And pray to the heavens above that you make it. That being said, we at least go down to this area where we see behind the toxic waste area? Yeah, there we go. But where you get to run behind the toxic waste area. And enjoy this beautiful scene where we just soar off. Alright. All we have left is the last quadrant of the area that we haven't touched yet. And possibly any little stragglers that have just eluded my discovery. Such as right here, in fact, where there's just three little just making sure. 3 little stragglers and an 8th golden cog. We need 2 more now. Yes, I can count. Congratulations, me. Now, I can definitely say I remember having trouble with this level a lot. And once again, this just comes back to the fact of it's very easy to miss a single box. Like when you're just zooming through Final Bilby and the final Bilby and a Thunderbird egg. It's very easy to get lost because the flow of the level just wants you to just go. When it's just so easy, it's just so easy to just run past and not have to worry about anything. But, of course, it's not that easy for your brain just to click on and say, oh hey, there's something right there. At least mine. Not about to talk for everyone else. This place in particular, right here, I remember having a bit of trouble with because it's hard to collect things when you're in a vacuum. Luckily enough, the best strategy is just to run away from it. Easiest is in fact always the best. Oh, damn, that's an incorrect statement. So we're still missing one more golden cog and a couple more, which it looks like these might be it. Of opals. And that's everything for that. We're just missing the opals, which might just be on this path. Direction. Not exactly on this path. About 10 now. I did mention you would have issues, but it looks like we might just be in the right area. I told you what would happen. Well,
Just when I thought I could have a nap, trouble stirs up again. Shazza is off on her afternoon rounds, but I saw a gang of frills heading after her. Do you think you could go and take care of those hooligans? Oh, that's the spirit, mate. Okay, all you have to do is knock the frills off their bikes before they reach Shazza.
so we have an escort mission where all we have to do is just follow Shazza and deal with the frills. Which, mind you, they're not that simple. Just hook them up and then, easy peasy, everything's settled. Of course, nature's still against us at this moment. Ooh, I think we can even run into them too. I can definitely say the only thing at this moment fighting me is primarily the Lasserang. The Lasserang is definitely giving me a bit of trouble. I think though we have a bit of an advantage since we can just run ahead of her a bit and wait for them to spawn first. If we don't get caught in a tornado, that is. And just deal with them ahead of time. There's definitely nothing stopping us from doing that. And as much as I hate to say it, we are faster than her, so may as well take advantage of that. There are definitely perks to having a Warthog as a vehicle. The only big problem is that I'm not sure if any of them. Oh, never mind. This is probably just the end of it, so we don't have to worry about it.
Unreal, Ty. You showed those frills a thing or two. By the way, one of them dropped this.
Oh, you beauty!
Done with minimal damage as well. That's definitely something to be proud of. Well, time for the worst of it. We're missing... oh, 6 opals. Ain't that just the son of a bitch. So now we're just tasked with running about. Oh wait. Nope, that was not everything. Or at least we're missing less now. But yeah, like I initially said, you're definitely gonna be missing some things. It is so easy just to miss something. Primarily because, once again, the flow of the level just moves in a way where you just want to just keep going. I'm not saying it's like a bad thing or anything. I'm just saying you're probably gonna miss some stuff, which then you'll be stuck doing what I'm doing. And just barreling through to find something. Alright. I say screw it. Let's try for this.
Okay, Ty, you ready to tear up the road?
Give a race with Sheza. Our Warthog versus her motor vehicle. I have an odd feeling I know how this will go. And again, maybe not. She's unaffected by the tornado. The good thing is we can take shortcuts. So if we can. She definitely has an advantage on us. The fact that she's unaffected by tornadoes. At least we have a good idea of where we're going, though, so not too bad. Hey, look, we're even catching up. Kind of nice to get the blood pumping. I'm curious if there's like a time defeat, like a record or something like that. Oh dang, she's catching up. Her action has caught up. What are the rubber banding at work? She's apparently gained a second wind, or just used the nitrous. Looking up, there's still a good amount of track left, so we might still have a good amount of advantage. We're able to pull through. Unfortunately, we have another issue. Inconvenient timing or placing of a dust storm. We're neck and neck, it looks like. Pulling out ahead just a little bit more. The end is in sight, and we pulled it off.
Oh, you beat me fair and square. You deserve this.
Grass!
Definitely deserve it after the fact of you're unaffected by windstorms. Jeez. Alright, well, you son of... Perfect! Never fails. Never fails. Well, at least I can just cut to the race. Done with it. Nothing else to worry about. Let's go over here to where the we see the opal machine. And now put up the thing. We can get that little rush of dopamine as we put up the level complete sound. Yep, everything's said and done with. With only not that much time spare. Let's just race all the way to the finish. Start. Something like that. Off to Rainbow Cliffs. And nice. And we have just enough time.
Smashing, young Ty. Let's get to work. I have a lock on the talisman. This should be extremely simple. Yes, indeed. Simple as can be. Yes, no.
Here is a boss fight of Cracky's Crow. Oh, Crow. As we've seen, the boss fight is plainly a shark. Although, I'll be honest, I haven't actually looked out here in the normal places where you're not supposed to be fighting them. It's neat. How could you even get up there? Why? I just noticed there's arrows here telling you where to go, obviously, but like, how would you... How would you get up there? Maybe this was intended to be a level. Alright, well. We got a boss fight. As you've noticed, we don't actually see a boss. Well, that's because he's a bit busy. Our objective here is to get his attention primarily. And with our Boomerangs, light up the gas tanks, air tanks that he eats, so we can actually start hurting him. There's honestly a lot of area in this level that isn't boss fight room. I almost want to believe that this was intended to be a level. No, I can't say I remember much of this boss, primarily because I don't remember him. He wasn't that interesting or stuck out that much, besides the fact that he just can't hurt you. All you really have to do is just hurt this guy with... oxygen tanks that aren't that hard to miss. If he has any cool attacks, I don't know or remember them that much. If memory serves, the main idea you're gonna want to do with this is distract him with buckets of chum. That's the only way you'll be able to get down here safely, if memory serves. Is how you're supposed to do it. At least probably the intended way of doing it. Distract him with chum. So that way you're able to knock down, or knock up, I should say. Knock loose? Yeah, that also works. Knock loose the air canisters, and then obviously, since it's one of the only things you can actually attack, blow them up.
That poor shark was a cybernetic pawn of Boss Cass. Swim free, sweet crikey. Swim free. You beauty!
You have come far. This will be no easy task, but I have faith in you, my friend.
Don't just stand there like a stunned mullet, mate. Julius has got something that will help you enter Cass's crest, mate. Off you go.
Ah, Ty, good to see you. I've again harnessed the energy off the talisman machine. Let's see what we get this time, shall we? My word, this must be a Frosty Rang! Ripper! Yes, oh yes, the Frosty Rang can put out fires, freeze enemies, and even create ice cubes in water. To select it, use the previous Rang and next Rang buttons to cycle through your collection. You won't be disappointed. Now go try it out.
Well, what a boss fight that was. And we even have something special to come out of it. The Frosty Rangs. Yeah. As we can see, very special. Because not only can it set on fire, we can use it to finally get this rainbow scare that we've been avoiding for so long. Of course, Frosty Rang only works if, you know, you keep it above water. Yeah, go figure. But that's not all we have in store. We also have...
Hello, Ty. You've got some more golden cogs. Let's see what we get this time. Oh my! This is a Mega Rang. When you throw it, it will automatically target every enemy around you. Quite remarkable, really. Sweet as!
Alright. 3 boomerangs in 1 episode. Go figure. These are special because they're homing. That's it. They just hit everything. And my god, could that be any more true? That's all they do. But they are a monster. So don't count them out just yet. Well, we definitely did a lot though. From an entire level where we just ran around and a boss fight that was kind of not that great. I think I'll end things off in front of the place we're supposed to be going to. I really like the ice rings. In fact, they give off a nice, interesting aura. Alright. Well, next time on Top Tasmanian Tiger, we're going to see about going through this area and whatever that has in store for that. For lack of a better outro, I'll see you guys then. Later.